You know, there are some days where I consider myself to be the luckiest bastard on the face of God's green earth, especially when it comes to gaming. This is one of those games. Now, for those of you who don't know that are new to the channel, this is the game World of Warships Legends, which is essentially World of Warships' port from PC to the console. This is PlayStation 4 for those of you wondering. And I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I had what is probably the most nightmarish start to any World of Warships game. I was probably more or less the first guy spotted because I went straight into the middle thinking I had good position behind this mountain, and this little mountain and the mountain next to me. A Marblehead pops up on my fucking screen, which if those of you who know the Marblehead in World of Warships, you know it's a pretty tough shit. Very easy to kill, but very fast and very agile, and hits like a bitch when it comes to HE, high explosive rounds. And then I'll keep you burning like no one's business. It's definitely one of the toughest ships to go up against. And then right there was a Furutaka, which is one of my favorite Japanese lower-end cruisers to use. That's just my opinion. But it was just a tough fucking game, man. This game was so tough. Like I said, I lost about 75% of my health at this point. I have no steering because I think I used my repair consumable. I'm getting shot at from my left, my right. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I thought this mountain was going to help me. Turns out it didn't do shit for me. And right here, as I'm trying to back up, I ended up knocking into our friendly destroyer. I think right around here. This is Duguay Trion. And he started shooting at me. So I'm like, oh, fuck me. This guy is going to screw me over now. I got torps coming one way. Thank God they missed, because that was going to be a nightmarish situation for me. I'm still fucking over my destroyer over here, which, sorry about that, buddy. I didn't mean to do that to you. So I don't know who that player is, but my bad, boss. And then right here, this is where I thought it was over. So for some reason, this French destroyer, the Jaguar, isn't shooting torps at me. I don't know why. I guess he was reloading torps, and I was able to get my Konigsberg in position to shoot torps at him, and was able to pretty much blow him out the water there and sink his ship. Essentially, from what was a nightmarish start, taking out that destroyer turned the entire game around for me. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it seems as though after that point, I started getting little bits of revenge on every ship that was laying down fire on me early on in the match. Now, keep in mind, I'm not the best World of Warships player. I should have been dead within the first 2 minutes of that match, but for some reason I wasn't dead. And the destroyer that proceeded to fuck me, that I fucked over by accident, dropped smoke. I'm like, alright, let me take advantage of this. I took out the Omaha with my torps on the other side of my ship, which is very, very useful. And that guy went down. Omaha is another ship that's pretty easy to kill, especially when you know the Citadel points. And this right here, this is where I had a nice big smile on my face. I see the Furutaka, I see the Marblehead. I don't know which one to shoot at. I think I was shooting at the Furutaka right there. But that Marblehead, he made a bad mistake fucking with me early on in the match. I hate the Marblehead with a passion. I hate fighting it. I don't have it personally to play against. But all I know is when I fight a Marblehead, two things happen. I get burned down, or he gets Citadel. Just like he did right there. That's 4 ships now that I've sunken. Now, at this point in time, my focus is on the Furutaka, which was doing a pretty good job fucking me up in the early stages of the match as well. And I was just, at this point, I'm on top of the world. I got a high going right now that no one could ever believe. I'm trying to Citadel the Furutaka because I know it's pretty easy to Citadel as well from broadside. I'm also showing broadside, so anyone who was smart probably would have Citadeled me by now and destroyed what's left of my Konigsberg. Konigsberg, whatever the French terminology or the French pronunciation is. But I fucking love the Konigsberg, man. Such a good ship. Absolute beast. But this was like one of the first, this is like not my first game with it, but I've used it for a while. But this was like one of the matches where I'm like, wow, this ship is fucking awesome. Now the Furutaka there, he ended up beaching himself on that little mountain. And that's where pretty much my entire team, or anyone within the vicinity of me, pretty much unwailed on him. And I could have died right there too because I had torps coming my way, and I thankfully turned my ship into a way where those torps weren't going to hit me, and I thank God I reacted quick enough, even though I had sonar, which probably would have been useful to pop a few seconds prior, so I would have been able to turn a lot quicker. But Furutaka was going to end up dying. I launched some torps at him, but I didn't get the kill there, but I got a little bit of revenge in assisting in the kill, so I'm not too upset there. And last but certainly not least, the Duguay Trione, or Trione. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. I'm not French. I swear to God, if it's like God gave me, it's like I got a silver platter of enemies to take out. It was just like every single ship I ran into either was super easy to kill, super citadelable, and the Duguay Trione was no different. I told my teammates, all right, let's focus on this jerk off. Furutaka's dead or a lost cause, and I just unwailed on this dude. I just wailed on this dude. No, he could have easily killed me. He could have easily killed me, but I citadeled him like 3 or 4 times, and I was just happy to take him out. And at that point, that's pretty much where the game ended for me. I just somehow, some way was able to pull myself together and pull off probably what, in my opinion, is one of the greatest epic comebacks in World of Warships history, judging by the start of the match that I had. And right there is where I citadel and destroy the Duguay. So, that's about it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Konigsberg's revenge. And I can't tell you how happy I was to win that game the way that I did. I almost had a Kraken. I didn't get the Kraken, but I was happy with the win and the 4 kills nonetheless. Revenge on everyone that did me wrong that match. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.